time, so I want to take advantage. Still working on this. Need to fill in some more grass, do a little bit more, more texture and colors to make it look more realistic. I'm trying. There's so much I gotta do in this painting still. So yeah, I'm here. I have the sunflowers in front of me. You can look back at my content and see them. I need to post more about those as well. And just like I said, enjoying the morning. Have some water. Let me see how much that I can paint. And just enjoy the quiet. So I won't be talking too much. But yeah. Hope you all out there are doing good. Let me get started. I just went through all of my social media accounts to post that I was going live. I'm trying to get better about that. So that takes like 15 minutes to do. So just enjoy this. I don't know. Hopefully you can hear the scenery. I hear the birds and all that. Last time I went live, I went live inside. So it's nice to be out here hanging out. Hello. Just out here chilling and painting. Enjoying some quiet time. Relaxation. So this painting, how it inspired me to paint it. Hi, how are you? Thank you for watching. My anniversary last year, I made this drink from the strawberries that my husband grew in the garden. And I love margaritas, so I was like, I'm gonna make strawberry lemonade margarita in a champagne glass, and because it feels fancy. And I took a picture of it on my banister right here, just facing the yard. The grass was freshly cut. Like, it was just a really beautiful picture. And after I finished my other paintings, I was going to paint something else, but it was like more of like a winter type of painting. So, and then like spring was coming and summer was coming. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do paint this drink. And that's what I did. I felt like, spring, summer, like I'm gonna paint like my drink picture. And so that's how it, that's how it came to life. But yeah, it's from a photo I took last year before I even painted anything. So I'm taking a lot of my inspiration, all of my inspiration for my paintings right now come from my backyard. So, and I don't know what I'm gonna paint. My soul's just like, do this. Like that quiet voice is like, paint this. Like, this is beautiful. Like, this is something that you love. So each painting has a story to it. Hopefully I explained that okay. I'm trying to paint and talk at the same time and think. Yeah, I love margaritas, and so it was just perfect. What kind of drinks do y'all like? It could be coffee, water. Let me know in the comments. Where are you watching from? Making this kind of dark. Hello, thank you for watching. Such a beautiful morning. I'm so excited about painting right now. You have no idea how excited I am. I really do need to get better paint brushes. I am in North Carolina right now. I've moved so much. I've been here about 3 years now. We'll be 3 in June. Well, we're in June, so. But if you've been following me for the last 6 years, I was in Florida for 5 years. So, where are you from? Where y'all watching from? I draw my backyard. I'm inspired by my backyard, like the garden, sunflowers, any pictures that I take, and I've done my husband and holding a duck, which was really special and beautiful to capture that. Sunflowers, I think I said, and now this is my third painting of strawberry lemonade margarita painting, which I've been working on for a while, since February, March. So, and this is a 16 by 20 painting, so it's a lot. It's a lot. A lot of time. Since it's a bigger painting and there's more detail and things, and everything's kind of amplified. But I like it though. Gives me more room to like stretch out my ideas. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do some smaller paintings though soon. Once I finish this one, I'm gonna regroup and see what I'm gonna do next, because I don't know what I'm gonna paint next. Well, I have an idea what I'm gonna paint next, but I don't know exactly. But I don't want to think about that, because I change my mind all the time, like all the time. So yeah, yeah, I can. There's so much to capture. There's so much. So many ideas to paint. But we shall see. Do any of you paint or do anything creative? I love connecting with other creators, um, whether you write or you, whatever it is that you do, whatever you enjoy doing, baking. I used to bake anymore. Yeah, what do you paint? Thank you. I'm not saying I will never bake again, but it's just not where I'm at right now. That's something I used to love and be so excited about before, but now this painting is more relaxing to me. Oh, you paint beaches. Cool. I love seeing those paintings. I love the beach, honestly. Are you acrylic painter or oil painting? I know a lot of people do oil, watercolor. Um, what other kind of painting is there? I haven't done oil yet, but I'm interested in it. I've only done acrylic. This is what this is. Oil and watercolor. Awesome. I think watercolor is beautiful too. It like has its own, I don't know. I did some watercolor with my daughter and that was fun. It's like its own style. I don't know. Yeah. So what's like the difference between oil and acrylic painting? Like I know that paintings, like oil paint is dries doesn't dry as fast, but like what makes you prefer that over acrylic? I've been wanting to ask like other artists this, but I haven't had the chance. I guess I can Google it, but the color is just more vibrant, or what makes you choose that over acrylic? It's more flowy for doing like a water or beach. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because like this acrylic here, like it dries. Like I'm outside painting, so it dries a little bit. And I wouldn't say it's very flowy either. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get some. Okay, and it could be vibrant. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try oil painting. Um, Pick up some oil paint, just like a basic pack of colors, and try it out. Maybe for my next painting. Thank you for the advice and tips. Yes, as you said, no problem. I love watching other people paint arts and crafts. Yeah, yeah, me too. It definitely inspires me. I just started painting again last summer when I painted the sunflowers. But before that, I haven't painted in like a few years. And I would, I would take inspiration from the internet and stuff to kind of help me figure out what to paint. But I'm really loving painting natural sceneries and stuff, like the backyard. I've thought about painting other people's backyards, like if they capture something that they love, from their backyard, then I would, do it my way. Thank you so much. I've thought about it, but I don't know. Painting for other people seems kind of I don't know. I guess I could do it. Do you paint for other people? Do you get commissions? Do you just keep your art? Do you sell them? Like, what do you do with your art? I also wanted to let everyone know that I do have a email list. You paint for other people and yourself. Awesome. Uh, you can join me in the backyard. It's my backyard email list, and it's just me. If you want to, yes, if you want to be part of my art process, the backyard collection. This is what I'm calling my collection right now, the backyard collection. You can stay up to date on that, and just me kind of just sharing my thoughts and my creativity and all of that. And that's in my bio if you want to join that. I always forget to mention it, so I need to mention it so you guys know. See how slow it takes me? I'm still working on this. The other night I painted from like 8 o'clock, like seven something to 11, like almost midnight, and that was just doing this. So it takes a while, but I'll have my headphones in and just take my time. But yeah, it was a long time, um, but I had fun. I had fun because sometimes I'll paint in the evening after the baby goes to sleep if I feel energized enough. So and then it's like once I'm in it, like I'm in it. So I don't realize time is passing at all, which is like really cool and frustrating at the same time on days where I can't really take my, go for as long. So like today I'm taking advantage of being able to come out here and paint until I can't anymore, which will probably be soon. So, and I like to just kind of be peaceful and not have too many distractions so I can focus. That's why it's hard sometimes going live because I want to interact and I want you guys to get to know me and my paintings and um, yeah. So I try to come live once in a while. So my painting process is I sketch it out first, and then I go in and start painting. And I love painting because I can pick up where I left off. It's very different from decorating cakes where it's just super demanding. You have to kind of get, things have to be set a certain way, a certain order to things with cake decorating. But with painting, like there's really no big order to things. You just do what you do, you know. Like I can stop painting this part and paint that part, or but with cake decorating, it's like to structure a cake, everything has to be step by step. Um, I mean, you can, freestyle things, but it's just completely different for me. And I did that. I baked for a long time, like off and on since 2013. So my daughter just recently turned 3, and I got a cake from Publix. Like, I ain't making, and I had someone was like, "Did you make the cake?" I was like, "No," and I don't think she had my cakes yet. Um, but I didn't. She seemed disappointed, but I'm like, sorry. you know, Having another baby wore me out. A lot has changed for me the last 3 years. So let me read the comments. Thank you. I also do cake decorating sometimes, and since I have such still hands every time my friend has her party, I was doing the cake. Awesome. Thank you. That's awesome that you bake too. So versatile. But like I love that I can like do all kinds of things, if I want to make a cake, I can. I always have that skill, you know. And I have all my cake content still on my YouTube channel. So you can look back at all those videos, and I talk about, what it was like making content for cake um, and all that too. So, and being a cake lady, I talk a lot about that in my content. If you go back a while. So, I was very, very focused on that topic for a long time. But yeah, if you want to learn some cake stuff, or get inspired, there's so much. I have a lot of videos on that. All right, I think I'm good with that. See, that took me 24 minutes just to do this section here. I'm thirsty. So a couple people had asked me, and I'll probably do a video on this too, but a couple people asked me if I went to school or if I was like trained to paint, and no, I just do it. um, so that's basically been mine. And when I painted the sunflowers, I was like, okay, I'm gonna paint something else. So I painted my husband and duck, and And, you know, if you've seen that painting, which you can go back in my videos, but my husband has locks, a lot of hair, and then like painting a duck. So this was all new things that I was painting. I've never painted a person before. I've never painted like an animal or anything. Like none of the stuff I painted before. So um, I was like, if I finish this painting, like I can do anything, you know. And so I finished that one. It took me a while, and I don't want to be too hard on myself about these paintings either. You know, like I just want to have fun with it and do it in my style, whatever style that is that it ends up being. Um, so, and then now this one. So three paintings since last summer. So since August. And I was thinking about rehoming my sunflower painting. The very first one, original painting. So thinking about it, and I do want to do some more sunflower paintings. I'm thinking. So I shouldn't what? I forget what I said. But all right. So I need to get the grass. I'm really trying to make the grass look more realistic. I feel like I captured my trees very well, the fence. Um, but the grass is not exact as the picture, but that's okay. Because like I said, I'm not looking for perfection. The picture is just a reference. And so I can take that reference and do whatever I want with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. You know, when I started painting, I look at the painting or the reference, not the painting. I look at the reference photo and I analyze it so much. I stare at it. I see, okay, can I do this? Can I paint that? How do I do that? Do I use like what colors? Because painting is so much about like the colors, and like I don't know how to mix colors that well. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm mixing colors like I like there's an artist that I was trying to learn from a while back when it came to like the color wheel and like how to, because you only need 5 colors really to paint any color you want. And so, but it's like you got to know, like get a feel for all the colors and know exactly how all these colors are going to mix. Are the colors going to, is it going to mix brighter or darker or um and then like you're just mixing and mixing, and so I'm not there yet with all that. So I just use all the colors I have here and just figure it out from there. or I'll ask Google or something. Um, so, and that was something else with cake decorating. I just hated mixing like different colors. So, but with painting, gotta learn a little bit about it. Yeah, I hate mixing. No wonder why I have 30 things of paint. Yeah, mixing is like right now I'm just winging it with this grass, honestly. I just want to finish it, the grass part, so I can focus on the other parts. Some yellows and some darker colors here. Dark. Yeah, and if you're not subscribed, I hope you're subscribed. Trying to be consistent with posting. Like, I'm having so much fun posting like my art content and just life, and like it's all the same to me. Like, my life is my art is my life. And so that is my theme. Yay! Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I've been, do you paint at home or do you have like a studio? Basically, my whole house is my studio. Wherever I want to paint, that's where I paint. I'm not really I mean, I love being out here, but when it's cold and rainy or, I can't come out, I paint inside or back here on the table. Um, but paint at home. Is there a certain place in your home that you love painting? Or I'll paint like in the kitchen sometimes. Um, in your room, yeah, I'll paint in my room too. I've been seeing like on Instagram, like people are building like little sheds, studio sheds to paint and stuff. And they have it all like nice. You have an art table in your room, and that's what you paint on. Awesome. I have a desk in my bedroom, which was actually my mom's desk, and so I paint on there. And then this table here, this desk, my husband built for me when we were living in Florida, and it's been upstairs, downstairs, in the garage. It's been everywhere. So, and then I told my husband, "Oh, bring it outside." Last summer, I was like, "Bring it outside so I can paint outside." And and then he brought it out. It's really heavy. It's real wood. So, but it would be cool to have like a little art shed, which you know, when we maybe in the next phase of our life, I'll have an art shed. But it's not having that is not really important because I don't need that to paint. But it's nice to have like your own little getaway space to do whatever you want in it. But definitely painting in my room or in the kitchen or out here is my go-to places. And then I was going to turn my guest room into my art room, but um, we usually have company over all the time, so it's nice to have that spare room for that, and then I don't have to like move my stuff around, and so, but I don't know. I'd rather paint outside personally. I like the fresh air. Yeah, if you can paint outside, try it out. Whew. I'm getting hungry myself. Got some leftover food. That might be my cue. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching, supporting my art process. Like I said, subscribe, join my email list, the backyard email list. Join me in the backyard. And it's in the link in my bio. Um, and in that I will update you on my art, the backyard collection, my process, thoughts, what I'm creating, what I'm moving through in my life, please join. It's like a little VIP list. Um, but yeah, I appreciate you for spending this time with me with the wind. And until next time, I'm gonna just enjoy some me time without being on live, and listen to some music and try to get this grass done so I could be done with it and move on to the next thing. All right.